Unit 2. Earth Today. Recording 4.
And today, James is going to give us his presentation on household waste disposal. James, are you ready?
Yeah, thanks. Well, when I was deciding what to do for this presentation, this topic really attracted me, because it's such an important issue. And it's going to become even more important in the near future, when new European law comes into effect. If you have any questions as I go along, please feel free to ask, and I'll do my best to clarify things. Okay, I think the facts and figures speak for themselves. On average, we produce 30 million tonnes of solid household waste every year, or around half a tonne per person, which is a tremendous amount if you think about it. And obviously, it's vital that waste is minimised and disposed of in a way that protects our environment and our health. We're talking about waste food products, packaging, newspapers, glass, garden waste, and so on. In fact, some studies have shown that almost 2/3 of our waste is biodegradable. Food, paper, natural textiles, for example, and glass makes up about 10%.
Sorry to interrupt, but can I just ask you if those figures are for the UK only, or are the proportions the same in other countries?
No, that's fairly universal, at least in the developed world. But different countries do have very different levels of recycling. In Britain, for example, we bury in the region of 25 million tonnes of biodegradable waste. This is known as landfill. I'm sure you can imagine that this is a limited option, particularly in a country with a small amount of land. As well as this, 2.5 million tonnes is burned to produce electricity, which is better, but still has environmental problems associated with it, and 2.5 million tonnes is recycled or composted.
This is the current situation in the UK?
Yes, it is. However, new European law requires us to reduce amounts of waste, and by 2020, we will only be able to send 10 million tonnes of this for landfill, and the rest will have to be recycled, burned, or treated in a different way. So, clearly, things are going to have to change, and everyone is involved in this issue in some way.
So, what exactly is being done?
Well, the policy of the government and of environment agencies is firstly to reduce the amount of waste we create to begin with, and secondly, to reuse the waste that is created. Obviously, some disposal is necessary, but the aim is to limit this as much as possible. What we need to do is to conserve raw materials like tin and aluminium, while still protecting the environment and public health.
Yes, but what does this mean in reality?
There are quite a few things that are being done, mostly by local councils. They're responsible for household dustbin collections, or taking away all the rubbish you produce in the home. In recent years, many more sites have been set up to collect waste separately for recycling. There are often containers in car parks or outside supermarkets for people to put bottles in. Clear, green and brown bottles are separated. Also, newspapers and magazines can be recycled as well as tins made of aluminium. One of the problems of this, though, is that most people are not bothering to take their rubbish there. To overcome this, some local councils also provide special containers, often called recycling bins, for residents to collect glass and paper in. They put these outside their houses at the same time as their rubbish, and they are collected and recycled.
I see. So, are you saying that recycling is more important than actually reducing waste?
No. Nowadays, many products are increasingly being designed with reuse or recycling in mind, and I think, in general, people are far more aware about these issues. In some countries, like Switzerland for example, they've put a tax on black rubbish bags, so that people are encouraged not to just throw things straight in the bin, and to reduce their rubbish. Having said that, I think it's still absolutely crucial for the government to continue raising people's awareness of the importance of waste management and disposal. Overall, the situation has improved over the past 25 years, and this is mainly because of new laws with tighter controls and higher standards. Even so, individuals and businesses still need to work very hard to reduce and reuse waste as much as possible.
Thank you very much. That was a very nice presentation. Does anyone have any further questions?